Alright. The cast is getting better and better, I can feel it.
And I fucked up the colors.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alrighty, boys. Well, we don't want to lie to you, so this game doesn't really mean anything, honestly. This is just for glory and honor, I guess. But it's not gonna impact the standing. Romantic is already through, and Life is already out, but they're still gonna try to show it their best, I guess. Life already going for an Ancient of War creep here, and it's being punished super hard. And he's gonna lose the Ancient of War right away. That ain't good. Demonic gets level 2 though regardless, and the Archmage is gonna be on level 1 for quite a while, I guess. But of course, that Ancient of War is kind of necessary to the elf.
Yeah, you like that Engine of War because you get units from it, and now you have no chance of getting additional archers, so you have to do everything with your Demon Hunter. Which is, of course, not ideal, but you have access to the Merc camp if you finish this, and that's nice. You can get some Berserkers there, but of course it can be easily countered with Defend. Of course, it's going to be an expansion for Romantic. One hurt Footman, the other two are quite okay. And he shouldn't make the mistake and expand here in the upper right. He should go to the 3 o'clock position to rest there. Or fully commit to something. Maybe a tier 1 push or so with mass Footman. But I don't see a second barrack, so that's out of the equation.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, this game has a weird start already. Which, all things considered, shouldn't be too surprising. Where's the Rock Golem going? Did you see that?
Nope.
He came all the way from the north. From the wall. He's back. From the land of always winter.
Two Shadow Priests for life. Can he end this qualifier with a win? That would be funny. Like, Romantic has the chance to be the only player with 3-0. Tully staff on the Demon Hunter to get some mobility. And yeah, this could be a long game, man. It's Twisted Meadows. We all know how much Romantic loves his tanks.
Yeah, I was expecting maybe he was going to go for a Panda first. Just, you know, to fuck with everyone. And go for 7 workshops again.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It's not a Panda. It might still turn out to be 7 workshops. He's going for the expansion here. The Demon Hunter is in position to harass. He doesn't have immolation here, so it's not really too terrible. Probably what he can do, he's coming in with a Wisp. And look at his army. It's so far behind. What was his army doing, bro?
Killing the farm in the base. And didn't even finish it.
Top priority, definitely.
Going for the Magi now. Would be level 2.3 with it.
Not gonna kill?
Nope.
Nice.
Timing doesn't fit, but he gets the Footman. But apart from that, I think the arrest is not working that well for life. Gets a Passant now. Oh no, nice little block so far, but okay. Playing Ring Around the Rosie a bit. With the staff, of course, he can always escape. And here comes the army.
Oh, he kind of surrounds himself there. He has double boots, but no TP. But of course, with the double boots, even if with only 1 boots, he's in fact the same speed. The Demon Hunter with the boots himself. Ooh, the Warglaives. That was a low damage roll. Archmage on about 90 HP. He's gonna be getting away to safety, but no level 3 for him and no expansion yet. Power building the Arcane Vault right now. Has a good number of footmen though still remaining.
With boots, of course, he will not get him, and Life realizes this as well. 2 archers remained, and yeah, the arrest was quite good, man. I did a mistake there, I think, or Life turned this around at the end with his mercs. Oh no, no. Wow, so many mercs. Look at this, man. 3 Shadow Priests, 2 Berserkers.
Yeah, it's looking like a human mirror.
Yeah, and there's Defend only started now.
A player's forces are under
Telly staff back in again from the demon. He cancelled the healing, maybe. It's still running though now. Scroll of Regeneration, but that is not as good as a healing self. It's way slower. And he's gonna chase him away, and these mercenaries are gonna be fighting against the footman. Is there Defend? I think that's the big deal. No, it's not finished yet. It's gonna take a little longer.
So he can turn around and do tremendous damage now for 15 seconds, I guess.
Oh, imagine a panda now.
Yep.
Wisp is going towards the tavern. Alchemist. Come on.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's a Naga,
Alright.
but defend is ready, and he can use it now against all the piercing damage. Basically, everything is piercing damage here, except the Demon Hunter, who is still busy. Oh no, he's coming in now. But yeah, what can you do? Surround on the Demon Hunter, and the staff is on cooldown. But I think the damage is not enough. No.
Where's the Naga? In the middle of the map.
Yeah,
He's setting up very offensive Ancients of Wonders here, but he has to use a TP. And there we go.
Damage was enough in the end. Killed 2 more workers,
Players
and got level 3.
under attack.
Yeah, that Ancient of Wind, man, that's cool. I love it.
It's gonna be cancelled
It's
though.
gonna be cancelled though, but still, the idea is pretty cool. Can the Demon Hunter staff in? He's not willing to.
He doesn't cancel it. What the hell? Could have easily cancelled at least one of the AOWs.
And this pressure is gonna be so hard.
And he just lets him come up. What the frick?
A player's forces are under attack.
This is a clowny ass game, man.
You wanna say it's a fiesta of clowns?
I don't think we're there yet, but certainly weird.
Okay,
Again,
Merc
trying
army.
to go for the surround on the demon, and he got it. This time he has a telestaff, though. He's going to use it to reposition towards his Ancient of Winds, excuse me. Ancient of Wonders coming up as well. And yeah, with these fairy talents with a fairy fire, that's what I mean. These footmen are going to start to melt.
Yeah,
And Romantic is he tier 2? No, he's not. He's still tier 1 and he can't even dream of getting to tier 2. Mass Militia coming now from the north, trying to flank. That is actually a pretty cool fighting position for him if he can get the Nagas around. There he gets it. Well done. And there's no staff here yet. The shop isn't finished for the Staff of Preservation, so the second hero dies. Not gonna be dead for too long though, but finally level 3 for the AM. This is important.
But the magic, the magic damage from the talents is working so well in combination with Fairy Fire. It's just melting the footman. And there's one Arcane Tower. He's trying to buy time for 2 more Arcane Towers, but there's no God Tower. Is there even a lumber mill? Yes, there is.
Dude, he has 1 peasant on gold in the main right now.
Yeah, he pulled everything. The Arcane Tower is gone. Demon Hunter's coming back in. No mana for Water Elementals. And soon there's not gonna be footmen at all. And this push is working perfectly. This is a prime example for how to play a talent push like that. But of course, it's all Romantic's fault to not cancel the AOWs.
Yes, it is. Naga's back now. She's going to take quite a while to get back here, as this is a very large map, level 4 already for the demon, trying to chase the Archmage a little further. Boots of Speed, are they going to be good enough to keep him alive? It seems like it. More and more militia coming from the main, and still only the single peasant in the gold mine. Romantic, he was supposed to get ahead in economy, but he's just being ripped to pieces this game. And he still doesn't have guard towers. That is usually when finally you stabilize, when you have a few guard towers up to be able to defend. But only Arcane Towers, scratch that, only Arcane Tower, only a single one. And finally he throws in the towel. And that's the 1-0. Second point for life in these group stages.
Yeah, that's true. One or two more games remaining in the group stage here at WCA. Life finally showing what he's capable of. And yeah, but Romantic didn't really care at all, right?
Yeah, I don't think he gives a crap right now. I mean, there's nothing to gain here. So, yeah.
Okay, Ugrilainen says...
What can we say, man? What can we say?
Ugrilainen says that this point system is only there in terms of a draw, so if both players are 2-1. But he's questioning that himself, so still no idea. Oh boy. I think we have to wait for...
Nah, I'm gonna take Yumiko's word. I think Yumiko is a guy who would know that, who would make sure as well. So I'm gonna trust Yumi.
Okay. If you say so. Last Refuge is next, though.
Also a decent map for a talent push.
Yeah, I think so too. 1,200 viewers, by the way. That's crazy for a weekday.
I saw when you did the German cast, we even had more than 1,000, which
Yep.
is pretty cool.
Next week, or this week it is, you're gonna do the German cast with Tsui, right?
Yes, I am on Friday. I'm really looking forward to that.
That's gonna be good. I hope I will find a co-caster in English, because I'm gonna do the English stream for ESL, since Todd is not here. I don't know where he is actually. Flying around the world for some StarCraft or Heroes tournaments, most likely.
Does he do heroes?
Yeah,
He casts heroes, really?
yeah. He wore a Back to Warcraft shirt on one Heroes cast.
Huh. I thought that was a StarCraft cast. Okay.
I think it was with Calaris or so.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
But by the way, Todd was really laughing hard about your Skype name. Like Remo number one. Thinking so much of himself.
I was 13. All right.
Yeah, I know, man. Who should complain about nicknames? Definitely
Alright,
not
yeah.
me.
That's true.
So in game we are.
Here we go. Map number 2. Romantic. The breakout player of qualifier number 2. He is going to be joining in the next round Colorful Yumiko TH. So 3 humans, 1 night elf in the next round.
A player's
It's gonna be tomorrow, by
And-
the way. 8 a.m. once again.
Tomorrow.
You will not join me, right?
No, I can't. Sorry.
Best of 5 human mirror. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like you haven't started complaining at all yet, and you've casted way more than me. So you're showing some real endurance here.
Yeah, what can I do?
Pretty impressive.
Thanks. No, I'm still really excited for tomorrow, but I just don't know too much about Human Mirror, and I think it's a lot of randomness involved too. So I will predict a lot of false stuff, and will come out dumb, I think. But if it's gonna be Breakers versus Knights, I'm gonna be happy and cast the shit out of it. Nice save by Life, but the creeps, oh my god, they are attacking the building and kill it in the end. But got rid of the Wisp, yeah, but didn't get the experience. Colorful, Romantic is definitely not a guy to go for an immediate expansion, by the way. I noticed that now. He always goes for the Merc camp. This Infi and TH mix it up from time to time. Yours as well. So the early game he plays fairly safe. Robo of the Magi is of course amazing for him.
Losing a peasant here to creeps, that's not really necessary, but alright. I guess that's a loss you can sustain suffering. And yeah, Infi, TH, they only play expansion anymore. Early expansion against Night Elf. And I imagine it's what we're going to be seeing out of Romantic as well. Not creeping the natural yet though.
under attack.
Going for the Murlocs?
That's really weird.
This looks like a weird creep route, right?
Yeah. And it's not a rifle push or anything because he's not teching.
This AM though, man, super stacked. Holy crap.
Yeah, +9. So many water elements. Level 3 immediately. Is he going for an early level 4 or something? Wait, what's the reason behind this? I don't know. A lot of militias coming in. And with Berserkers, of course, this expansion will be super duper safe. Demon Hunter's level 3 with a Subby Mask, but not that important to him. Second Gloves of Haste. And Life is already attacking, halfway through the tech. And yeah, he could do the talent push again.
If the Demon Hunter gets to delay this expansion a little longer, and suddenly there's a Naga with all these mercenaries, with his weird creep route, Romantic has delayed this expansion by quite a bit. And here we go.
Yeah, unnecessarily so, right? There's no real reason to go for the Murlocs.
Oh, nice around. Never mind. No, not really sticking there, but nice attempt. And there's Boots versus no Boots. Oh, but the Demon Hunter taking a lot of damage. TP, is he going to be quick enough to you? Whoa! Was it 1 HP or 2 HP?
That was 3, I think. But
It was definitely 2. I definitely saw a 2 there.
Oh, we don't get a talent push, unfortunately, but the Huntress Hall is late, so Romantic's time that he wasted is brought back to him on a silver platter and by Life with a macro mistake.
Is he going to continue creeping here, Life, or is he going to be more on the offensive? He buys a Telly Staff right now. He doesn't have a Staff of Preservation. Of course, his tier 2 wasn't finished. He's sitting at the tavern. Is he going to be a Naga again?
Or
is he going to be going for the later game Panda?
Okay.
Alright.
It is the Panda, but he's not going for the creep. He wants to tear down this expansion. There is defend ready, I think so. But he's not using it at the moment. So okay, he doesn't have it. That's a good situation for Life here. Romantic splitting the footman, 3 are going for the unit, 3 are going for the Demon Hunter, because of course if he's low, he has to retreat no matter what. Kills the Shadow Priest, that's nice. The Berserker is next in line, who takes of course a lot of damage from the footman.
I would love a counter expansion right now. He's not doing it. What's he spending his resources on? The Demon Hunter, by the way, low HP, but should be able to get away. He's greedy again, and he loses him for it. I think this is a perfect representation of the day in general, like what we saw just there.
Yeah, today is not the best
like
day
this.
of the past 6 we've casted.
No, it's not.
A player's forces are under attack.
But let them have fun, let them try things. Could result in cool stuff. Oh, Panda. Close to a surround, but I think... Oh, he says no Breath of Fire anymore, but 4 units surround, of course. Hard to do. And since the Archmage is pressuring here, he might be able to get the lore if his footmans come in. Yep, looks like it. Damage is good. Footmen are streaming in. Demon Hunter takes an age to get back. This one lore is down. Doesn't matter if the Panda's there now. And that helps Romantic so much. Once again, timing window wide open for him.
And it's level 2. Has the Drunken Haze now available. Going for the Breath instead, though. And he sets up the Ancient of Lore again. But no counter expansion yet. He easily has the resources. But doesn't get it.
Romantic scores 3 more Mercs. Mauler, Muddy, and the Berserker.
Oh man, he's still on tier 2. Tier 1, I mean.
I was just checking that. Not teching, that is really weird. Only now a Lumber Mill. Scouting for a counter expansion, sees the Wisp, kills it. Double Mud Golem. This is multi-muddy.
A town is under siege.
And Life is just sitting back in his base. Moonwell's completely dry, and it's just turned day. That is never a good sign. And holy shit, this is so much stuff. Even when the DH is back, I don't know that this is enough to deal with all of what Romantic is throwing at him right now.
Kills the Ancient of Lore again, buys even more time. Muddy is down, unfortunately. And the Archmage, well, he needs to be backing up. It's only Dryads, still no defend though. Demon Hunter is chasing him, mind you, there's boots. Okay, now the Archmage has boots as well. Okay, it's 3 more hits, so he won't get the kill, I think.
And he's finally started attacking. Actually, almost halfway done already now for Romantic. And yeah, Life doesn't have much going for him at all. I guess you could say the hero levels. But he still has only a single Ancient of Lore. He doesn't have Abolished Magic yet, only a few Dryads, no tier 3, no counter expansion.
Town Portal, can he save the Mauler? Nope! So that Town Portal was kind of a waste, I think. At least there's no counter expansion for Life. He heals everything up. Will he go for a harass again? I do think so, because creeping without a second hero doesn't make that much sense.
Getting the Blacksmith now. Shredders are available here, of course, on Last Refuge, but we don't see one yet from Romantic, and he's probably gonna run into some lumber issues soon. The next Mud Golem. He should subscribe to our channel the way how much he likes Muddy, but he's losing him again! Oh, for the third time.
Maybe he hates us, and that's why he's throwing him in the Night of Face. So just lets him die over and over.
Cruel. What a cruel, cruel world.
Expansion
Finally counter expansion.
Yep,
Fully
indeed.
seated immediately though.
And harasses it. Won't be enough. But it's gonna do good damage here. Still no tier 3 tech by Life, by the way. And only now the double Engine of Lore. That delays everything by so much. He has 3 Dryads. Yeah, he has Abolished Magic. Yeah, but what he wants is bears and not that Panda Bear here.
He doesn't even have Drunken Haze. He has Drunken Brawler.
True. Interesting.
Level 2 Breath. Doing decent damage though regardless. AM and Naga both in trouble. Do they have a TP being transferred? And there we go. Uses it right now. So he keeps his expansion alive. Next Breath of Fire. Using it and getting the Berserker as well. Lost 2 Dryads though for it. But the Expo might come up now. Tier 3 is starting for Life. Of course, the expansion is so much later. And Double Sanctum, Workshop coming. The timing's approaching.
Okay, what can he accomplish? Level 4.5 Demon Hunter, that's pretty good. But no bears, no Reju. Or are they coming somehow? I don't see anything walking towards the army here. He doesn't want to dive into the towers and stuff. The Blacksmith, of course, there to block a bit, does a good job. Naga is healing up. Archmage still with +9. Tier 3 finally started. But on Romantic side, we have Double Arcane Sanctum and the Workshop, so mortar teams are coming. And that seems to be the biggest pain in the ass for Night Elves nowadays.
Keep on creeping. And these heroes, they have to win the game for him. It's not gonna be the army that's superior. He's gonna have way fewer units. Finding greater healing, that is a good one. And
Yeah,
it's gonna be close level 4 Panda. Tome of Experience certainly helps.
I think nowadays, or at the moment, because metagame is kind of shifting all the time, you either need an ultimate on your heroes or chimeras to be able to win this. Like an equal toe-to-toe fight.
Seeing the Ankh of Reincarnation here as well. Could be useful in the fight, or also a lot of money. Probably would rather have an invul or a heal scroll. He has 50 supply now. Expansion is entangled right now.
Yeah, but Romantic wants to push him. We see the ivory towers in the Naga's inventory. But he has a lot of riflemen as well. Of course, against Dryads, it's pretty good. And mortar team, so basically there's nothing that Life can do at the moment.
Oh, if you would steal the heal scrolls here, I think that would be really good.
Does he have the
He's hanging around
resources?
the
Yes.
shop. Does he have the money though? For
Yeah, he has
it?
500.
Only 1 kill away from level 5 on the Demon Hunter, by the way. Or, yeah, Water Elemental, and there we go. Level 3 mana burn now. He doesn't take the scrolls. I think that would have been so big.
Yeah. Well, of course he wants a lot of bears now, because he knows the push is coming. And maybe he invests it into bears, but Romantic has the 2 heal scrolls now. Hands one over to the Naga, most likely, who has the boots as well. Stab is on cooldown for the Panda, close to level 4. 3 bears. Master is done. And yeah, Yumiko style, towers and crawling forward.
So he masked, by the way, on the Panda, which is of course fantastic. The towers are pretty far away from the Expo though, so he doesn't face immediate pressure. And the mortar teams are not yet shooting at the expansion, so it's not like he has to react right now, right away. He has a bit more time here to produce more. As the Panda and the Bears come in again. Heal scroll number 1 used already. Healing potion on the Demon Hunter as well. Level 4 for the Panda. The Dryads are starting to splatter though. And these are not that many bears. You can't deal with them. There's no critical mass. Next Breath of Fire. Lots of damage. I think there's one more heal scroll. Yes. Uses it right now. But now the heal scrolls are gone. Demon Hunter in trouble. Hey, is he once again biting off more than he can chew? No. There is one more staff to save him. And more bears are coming in. Demon Hunter healing back up and staffing back in again. He might be turning this fight around here.
Nice focusing by Romantic though on the Dryads. Everywhere they move, he moves the mortar teams too. And I think it's not enough. The heal scrolls saved Romantic's ass. Now that the towers are gone, of course, Life can't fight into this anymore. And kiting with slow, it's not that easy. Demon Hunter level 6 might be a solution, but that's far away. With only 3 bears. I don't know. I think the 70 supply push once again worked for the human. And 2 mortar teams should be enough for the Tree of Life. Life desperate to win this here. Rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter now. But for how long?
Only 4 bears. One of them really hurt, and the time's ticking for this Tree of Life, who's soon gonna be dead, as it seems.
Yep, 2 more volleys. He doesn't switch the focus. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. Okay, he needs 3 or 4. But that's time where he doesn't attack the bears. Now it's gone. Breath of Fire hits a lot, but a little kiting. And then the bears should fall. The slow is really coming in handy. There's no dispel anymore from Dryads. He's only producing bears. So he can't really get rid of it except detonating all the wisps he has here. But Romantic is playing this chilled, playing it cool, waiting for his towers, creating more space so he can go to the shop. That's pretty good.
Forces are under attack.
And he stays in it. Heroes, of course, are pretty strong already, and if he gets to 5-5, maybe 6-6, that might be the answer.
Crystal Ball at the red spot. Yeah, the expansion not really accessible, but also not very fortified.
Forces are under attack.
And the production buildings here can easily be teared down by bears. But of course he is down to 1 base, so what can he do? Bears are all hurt as well, so Blizzard would come in very handy too. But since there are basically no Dryads, Water Elementals did the job as well.
Oh, really nice item here. The healing ward for all these hurt bears, absolutely perfect. And level 5 for the Panda. And they're pretty damn even in supply now.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. Is there a bank for Romantic? 500 gold for him. 300 for Life.
Oh, but the attack is coming, and this is such a bad position for Life to fight in. If he walks past his Moonwells there into this choke to engage the human army, this is absolutely the dream for the human player here.
1, 2, 3, 6 bears. Is the attack? No, 0-0. But the breaker line is absolutely perfect. He's still going back though. There's a little opening for the Panda. Sees it now. Breath of Fire, but not hitting anything? What the hell was that? Still has the TP out.
Gets 1 breaker. How many Dryads did he lose? Like 2?
Yeah. But
A player's forces
did he
are
only
under
hit the breakers with that breath?
I think he had like a sorceress or something, but yeah, it wasn't too great. The main gold mines are gonna be soon dry, and if Life walks over here with his main tree, we're gonna be 1 base versus 1 again.
Yeah,
By the
true
way,
that.
the gold mine for the human is expiring soon as well, the expansion. So this might not be totally over.
He's occupying the upper left, and the bottom right is not crept, so the Tree of Eternity can't do too much except give. Well, if he goes there and creeps it, then there's gonna be an expansion here. So
Look
he
at
has.
the healing ward value.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so good.
It's really good now.
Nature's Blessing is being researched by the Tree of Eternity. And he's at 75 supply against 80 for the human. We have 1-0 upgrades for the mortar teams. Breakers sitting at 0-0. The Bears 0-0 as well. And does he really want to break this? This looks like a total suicide running into all these towers. I think his attention should be towards re-expanding in the bottom right.
But then, yeah, well, yeah. But then Romantic will take the red spot that he did earlier. And it's still gonna be 2 versus 1.
Well, Chimeras.
Yeah, he built an engine of wind. So Chimeras is not unlikely.
And the main gold mines go poof. And here we go. Tree of Eternity should start booking it now. And alright, here it goes. He's going for Fairy Dragons now with the last bit of cash he has at the moment. Red Camp will of course easily be taken by this Night Elf army.
It will take
maybe-
forever though until the Tree of Eternity is there and everything is entangled and the wisps are in.
Well, it's gonna take a while, I wouldn't say forever. Flare sees this though. What's the item?
Helm of Valor.
Helm of Valor. Not too bad.
Yeah, for a Demon Hunter it's okay. Level 5.5 for him. But Romantic.
That's smart by Romantic. Realizes that the main base is gonna be exposed and goes for the attack now.
Romantic has the farms to go for 100 supply. And he's only mining with 3 peasants? Okay, now he realizes it. 420 left here. And I think Romantic will always be up 1 gold mine. Doesn't matter what Life does. Invis Archmage here. Okay. Breakers have a 1-0 attack. The Bears 0-0.
And the peasants are starting to tower the new expansion here for the Night Elf. And here we go again. Breath of Fire, is it gonna hit something this time? Yup, it did! Quite a bit of damage, Demon Hunter in trouble. He's running back to the Moonwells, not too greedy this time. We have 2 heal scrolls here, not a single one has been used yet. Mana Flare form deployed by the Fairy Dragon in the back, but the Breakers are standing strong against all these bears, and the heavy damage is coming from the mortar teams in the back. The Dryad's still alive so far, but there's no heal scrolls here for the Night Elf side. Oh, again, we have the healing ward very nice in the back. It's going to be taken out quickly, though, and the Panda. Invul has to be used, and he does survive. Did I miss the Demon Hunter falling damage? No, I didn't. No, staffed out.
He was staff out immediately. Okay, 77 versus 67. Romantic knows, alright, I town portal to my expansion. I'm gonna be safe here. I have a gold mine up and running, and I can fortify this position that is right in the face of Life because he sees this with a wisp, and so it will be teared down. I wonder why he's not taking this gold mine as well in the upper left.
Players' forces
Should be
are under
easily
attack
doable
under
with
siege.
his 80 food. He just wants to kill the buildings here, I guess.
And Life, he's forced to run back and forth here between his main and his new expansion. And GG. 1-1, Neo. We
Yeah,
have
pretty-
one more map remaining.
Pretty clowny game. Again. I am really tired right now. Gotta admit that.
Yeah, I'm going towards the end here as well. But yeah, only one game remaining, and tomorrow we're gonna have the group stages.
Playoffs.
The playoffs, that's right.
Oh, I just got the news, by the way, that Friday's cast of Ting is gonna be an hour longer because we have also Happy versus Moon.
Oh, cool.
That game was postponed because it was 5 a.m. for Moon, so it was pretty good. So 6 hours of Warcraft then on Friday.
Yeah. I mean, that's nothing compared to what we did on Saturday.
That's right, 15 hours. Man.
Towards the end, were you like limping along on crutches and stuff?
No.
Were you
I was just super annoyed because apparently Moon didn't read the rules and was not prepared for W3 Arena, and so we had to play on BattleNet with hotspots and stuff.
But the game was postponed in the end, you said, right?
Yeah, but he had to play his winner bracket semifinal and the winner bracket final versus Happy. So the game versus yours, of course, he had to play on W3 Arena, but wasn't prepared, and it was already like I felt it was super late, which of course it wasn't. But then he tried to install W3 Arena, then he had some Microsoft Net frame problem, and it was all a little fucked up.
That sounds annoying.
Nice! I just got word that I will cast with yours tomorrow, and who better to cast a lot of humans with than yours?
Really cool. Nice to see you guys at it again, and as you say, one of the best experts, of course, the Vice World Champion, we can't forget.
Yep, for 2 more months. I see a lot of 120 games recently in NetEase TV.
He's playing a lot of ladder.
He's playing a lot of random, right?
Yep, he's random.
That's too bad.
It's better than him playing Hearthstone.
That's true. What time tomorrow? At 8 a.m. And Urgulainen says the iFang Cup admin confirmed that Colorful qualifies. Nice. So there's a subroom on Discord. Yep, there is. Don't you see it? You have to link your Twitch account to Discord. Then it works.
You have to. What? Really?
Yeah, then you get the sub status.
Oh, okay. So you're going to be going to work afterwards?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward?
No.
You're still doing that stupid task? The game's live, by the way.
Oh, nice. Nah. At the moment, I do a lot of Warcraft stuff at work.
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's what we like to hear.
It didn't work for some. Okay, don't really know what to do right now. Maybe we have to deal with it later. Just contact me on Discord, and then we're gonna figure it out. We have a warden!
Alright. Gonna have a bit of a different game here. Of course, Terranos, one of the great maps for Warden. How good is he with the Warden? Oftentimes when Night Elves try their hand at the lady, we say, yeah, well, this is no law Lion Warden. And I really can't say that I've seen him play her much at all.
I tried to remember. I think I saw it, but it wasn't too impressive. So
It seems like he's usually more the Demon Hunter player. But alright, this time he's trying it. He's going for the Merc pull. And
I think this is usually the case for Night Elves, right? They play with Demon Hunter until a particular level, when they are kind of good and kind of starting to break out, and then they try to apply the Warden, and at first it looks super weak because they're not used to it.
Yeah, I agree. Seems like we've seen it out of quite a few Night Elves. Let's see, we have Shadow Priest coming in. There's no Water Elementals here anymore though. Archmage has the mana for a new summon, if he wants to go for that, and here comes the Warden. No skill points invested so far.
Yeah, I think it's pretty, like, you go for Shadow Strike first, then you hit level 3, then you go for Fan of Knives, and then at level 4 you retrain to Blink and Fan of Knives. Because the 50 mana Blink doesn't really do the job.
And he gives the boots to the Warden. He had the control right there to get the boots for himself. And now we have a level 2 AM against the Warden with boots. Oh, and there's an entrance in the main. Is he gonna go for Fan of Knives here? It's certainly looking very tempting. But not
also
yet.
for all the footmen he sees here. Still, 2 skill points not spent.
A town is under siege.
And tier 2 tech, no expansion just yet. The farm of of Romantic is quite good, but not good enough because the Tree of Life will be built here, if there's a counter expansion coming. There's no mass hunts, there's no Hunter's Hall at all at the moment, so it's gonna be a little slower early game than we know it from like European Night Elves.
He's pulling the creeps again here at the mercenary camp and getting the trolls once again. Berserker and Shadow Priest this time. But his army is so far out of position to do anything about this camp being taken, and now it's too late. Expos cleared out. The Archmage is level 3 and the Warden, that's the biggest issue. She's just not leveling up. But we've seen quite a few games in the past where the Warden is level 2 for like 10 minutes and you give her those 2 minutes where she's being fed and bam! Level 5, there we go.
To that, and I think with the poison here, yeah, there's Fan of Knives, but yeah, only level 1 of course. But with all the poisons from the creeps and now the Fan of Knives, this could result in a lot of kills. Nice spread from Romantic though. Trying to go for another Fan of Knives, but doesn't hit too many of the peasants, and now the footmen are coming in. Can he block here? No, too slow. On the other side, the Archmage is harassing the Mercs. Pretty nice by Romantic. And almost a surround. Could have forced Blink. But no.
He wants more. He was really greedy before, and now he finds himself in the surround. He has a telly staff, though. He has the telly staff, though. Just saying.
He heals up a bit.
Is he gonna be greedy again if a reveal comes? Oh, there's no farm at the laboratory, so it's not that too easy to get a reveal right now.
Yeah, the Warden, of course, won't find any progress, but the Mercs and the Archers are continuing to creep, so a little bit more experience.
Level 3, maybe now level 2 Fan of Knives, and then telly staff.
They're still all healthy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Use the Blink now as well, so he has Blink and 2 levels of Fan of Knives. He's just chilling.
He needs
Chilling like a villain.
150 for both Blink and Fan of Knives. There we go. That was weird. Romantic is he's revealed now, and can he fight out? Staffing out now. So yeah, that was okay. Only 2 peasants building it now, so the expansion is delayed, but no counter expansion at all. Just the tier 2 tag, just lores. Can this work for a long time?
I don't think so. He either has to counter expand or break it at some point. Warden though, full mana again, and here we go.
Yeah, but there's so many footies. I don't know if he can keep this up for long. It's definitely 2 easy kills with Fan of Knives now.
And because he went for the traditional creep route of going for the laboratory, he doesn't have the natural available for himself to counter expand at. And in the top right, where usually we see counter expansions as well, there was a lot of scouting going on by Romantic, so he did a good job there. Warden in a prime position for a Fan of Knives, and there we see it. Lots of damage coming out. Not finding any kills at the moment though, and that is important. You don't want to feed that warden. We have seen so many times how dangerous it is. Archmage now at the laboratory. Is he gonna get some zappers maybe?
Town is under siege.
Trying to be a pest.
Oh, Zeppelin being stolen by Life, that's cool. So it's just not, he's not able to drop in. And ports in now with the tele staff. The warden has to get away without murder. The next pan of knives though, that's gonna be, or could potentially be a quad kill.
If there was a panda right here, oh baby.
Yeah, he's playing her solo. Display upgrade for the Dryads are coming though, tier 3, 1/3 done. He really plays it simple with only one gold mine.
And she's mana up again at the Moonwells, but now the Moonwells are completely dry. Going for the Moonstone here and the Clarity as well. Power build, Arcane Vault, there we see the Scroll of Regeneration desperately necessary. And Wisps are now moving north. I guess this is gonna be for the counter expansion, but look at this. He keeps on scouting here with Footman, with the Wands of Illusion. I really like this. He keeps up the scouting all the time.
Yeah, he doesn't find anything though, and now that's a Zeppelin
Oh,
and all the
Zeppelin
Mercs on the Shredder. Very, very cool move by Life. This is gonna result in a lack of lumber for sure. Saves everything, gets out. Perfect execution.
And there's not too much here to deal with this. There's only a single Arcane Tower, which of course doesn't do that much damage at all. And here comes the unload again.
Looking good. He kills 2 peasants here, I think. Or one is coming in. Fan of... No?
Doesn't have enough mana at the moment.
Yes. He has. He's just waiting for it. Oh, we are waiting for it.
Come on, baby. Oh. He doesn't realize. No,
The perfect situation!
Oh.
And now he has no mana anymore! Oh, Life! That was
Yeah,
3 guaranteed kills.
They're getting almost surrounded. Doesn't really matter though. In the end. Because there's a Zeppelin. Well, it might matter, I guess. Rejuvenation will keep the bear alive. Tier 3 is finished now. The Warden will get even more experience, but the big thing is there's still no counter expo. He gets rid of the Zeppelin here. The Water Elementals provide some juicy experience to go with the Warden, who is getting close to level 5. Big fan of knives coming in. Finally, we've been waiting for that one. And the defend will not be good enough to save these footmen.
Well, he runs away though. No mana anymore. They're not slowed. Can he get a block on the Archmage? With boots, it's of course a bit harder. And yeah, he gets away.
Level 2 blink now. He can chase some footmen here. There we see it. Moving in. Oh, nice little block. But oh, nice counter block with the Water Elemental. That was sweet. But it's more experience, so maybe not that worth it. But hey, it looked good.
So where's Massive Training? Just started. 35 seconds until it's finished. 2 bears for him. Rejuvenation used in the Warden, of course, but that doesn't give him any more mana, so he has to get back at the Clarity. And that's all taking some time that Romantic needs. Has the Blacksmith up. And the Mountain King is coming. Tier 3 tech by Romantic.
Alright.
Is this gonna
It
be
seems
the
like a
infamous
70
tanks?
push would be very powerful here, but he's gonna take this longer. We have seen before that he likes the tanks. Maybe he wants to go
Yeah,
for it.
I think tanks are not really effective if you play against one base. Because the purpose of tanks is that you create a lot of points where there's trouble, so the Night Elf has to macro and multitask. And if you only have one base, that's not really the case.
Yeah, that's true. But I think the Night Elf has to counter expand sooner or later. I don't think there's a way around that.
Well, one way could be a level 5 Warden, but not without more mana and more HP
Players'
too.
forces are under attack.
He's moving in towards the expansion now. There's 3 guard towers here though, which isn't too bad. And the human army does have a TP. Yes, it does. It's pretty weak though. Only 5 footmen here with the 2 heroes. And there's a counter expansion. Finally.
Yeah, that was about time. He blinks in, Fan of Knives. And, okay, nice. He will finish this off with Dryads, I think. Reveal being used, so Arcane Tower provides mana burn, but he kills them all off. And the counter expansion was scouted immediately.
Yeah, romantic scouting this game is really good, man. Not slipping at all. In a game, of course, that isn't that important, to be honest. TP home to defend here to the expansion. He gets one bear to start off the fight and gets the Berserker as well. The Warden, well, she's level 4, level 5 in fact, but she doesn't even have any mana, so not that fearsome, the lady in the dress. Is that a dress? No, it's not. Okay. It's a cape.
The bears, of course, great damage.
Is she a superhero since she's wearing a cape?
Well, yeah. The Super Naga, the Super Warden. At level 5, I think that's the case.
And we know the Demon Hunter is a Superman. Now we see the Panda. Still lots of camps to take here on Terranas, easily enough for getting level 3.
And we have tanks. Triple Workshop. Tanks. Paladin is coming. And you were right, man. If they're playing for the Lulz, tanks seem to be a solution or the solution. Maybe he's just annoyed by the Warden and he wants to get revenge.
Speaking of annoyed by the Warden, here begins the Warden show. Going in towards the main with Blink, Fan of Knives, Anti-Magic, and he has the Telly Staff. Actually, he doesn't because it's on cooldown. He sees the tanks leaving his main right now, leaving the opposing main. And the Pandas, of course, the answers to this, the Panda and the Bears, at the moment they're busy creeping. But of course, a TP can always be purchased to get back home soon. And the item is Root Bracers, not too bad.
This time he goes for Drunken Haze. I don't get why. Like, when he faced casters, he went for Drunken Brawler, and now that he faces mechanical units, he goes for Drunken Haze.
Yeah, doesn't look like it makes sense. I don't know. Maybe he thinks this time he's not gonna be so low on mana. Because Drunken Haze and Breath of Fire, basically only Breath of Fire deals more damage than Drunken Haze plus Breath of Fire, but it takes longer, so you need more mana and stuff. I don't know. I don't know why you ask me.
Yeah, maybe you have a like cool solution or explanation for this, but apparently not.
I do not.
Warden getting close to level 6. Of course, once again, anti-magic potion. On the other side, triple hero getting the Wand of Mana, stealing at the Merc camp.
And the tanks in the main only being dealt with by 2 bears. We see some Ancient of Wars coming up as well to deal with them. And the Panda is going to be level 3 here in just a second. And of course, the Breath of Fire, one of the best answers in the game against tanks. So I guess Life is fighting back. He's also finding the expansion attempt here, and that is finally level 6 for him. Bolt dodge?
Nope. Doesn't use the mana. Still Blink level 2. So no avatar. Didn't use the skill point yet. She has a lot of mana now though. Ancient of War blocking the base for the tanks, because 2 more are approaching. Still no counter expansion, and soon Romantic's gonna be on 3 gold mines.
But Life, he wants to do something about this. He's moving in, he's got the Avatar Vengeance, and here we go. There's a few corpses here on the ground from the creeping that happened before. 3 guard towers here is considerable, but not crazy. Definitely crackable. Only 3 heroes here for the human side, and most that they can provide is the Water Elemental, and they can of course be dispelled. We have 2 Dryads and 1 Shadow Priest. Okay, that's actually not that much dispel. Where'd the Warden go?
She's
she's there.
Mode. Yeah, of course the spirits can deal with towers as well as the Breath of Fire, so triple kill on towers, that's pretty neat. And he gets the 4th one. There was a lot of resources wasted. 2 bears back in the base, and the Engine of War can deal with the tanks. Like is playing this pretty smart. But for how long is the question. Warden coming in again, Fan of Knives. for more corpses. There's still a lot of mana and a lot of duration on the Avatar.
Panda's now back at home to deal with the tankerinos. Kind of. There we go.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, but the altar is gone. In the meantime, the spirits take care of the guard tower. And the tanks have to go back. He saved 2 though. So he can come back with an even stronger attack.
And you should definitely get a mud golem. Would help quite a bit here in dealing with these tanks. Maybe even an Ancient of Wind, but it's kind of expensive if you're only on 1 base. But he kept Romantic from expanding here. That was big. That was really important.
Yeah, otherwise he would have just built 5 more workshops most likely and kick everything with 1 big tank push. He has 2 in the main base, 2 down here, staffs on the 3rd one. So at the moment his army is ridiculous. It's basically only the heroes. But 2 more tanks, 3 more tanks, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Why are you hating against this footman, man? You're not even mentioning
Sorry.
him.
He has
And the shredder.
7 tanks, but they are all over the place. Still expecting an expansion. He's so baffled that he placed this 1 base. Even he cannot believe it.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Warden being up to Warden shenanigans again. 1 more fan of knives and then blink out. See you later. Is he really gonna be able to stay in this game and maybe win it on 1 base? That would be pretty impressive.
Yeah, I've never seen... Oh, not never, but in a long time I haven't seen the Night Elf being successful with it.
A player's forces are under attack.
But now there's 6 tanks. 2-1 upgrades. He's still going to the north. Oh, is he? No, he's not. Alright. This could be the final push in... Oh, well, he's not doing too much here. What's he waiting for?
Oh, he sees the tanks here.
Yeah, I think he wants to start the expansion while moving in with the tanks.
Still a lot of gold, by the way, in the main for Romantic. So you can see how much that harassment really hurt by the Warden.
1,500 is the difference here. Getting rid of the towers again. Avatar of Vengeance again. And the tanks are doing nothing.
Oh, nice bolt dodge there with the anti-magic up north. And he's dealing with the towers once more.
But he still loses a lot of HP here to the water elementals. Panda's coming in. Those towers are toast for sure. And now the tanks are moving in.
2 upgrades. Oh, never mind.
Sends them back again.
You think he's doing this a little bit to mess with everyone watching and stuff?
Sure. He sends them on patrol. Okay, I like
One
that.
brave little tank.
Yeah, I like that. He distracts in the upper right, moving all the other tanks to the bottom left and attack the engines of war. But no, he's not doing it. 4 engines of war and the Tree of Eternity. And now everything he has to do is camp. What?
A town is under siege.
This game is so silly, man.
Yep.
It's... Oh my god. Warden going in again, peasant dying again, and the spirits will be created from the corpses.
A player's forces
And we're
are
gonna
under
be
attack.
back to 1 base versus 1 base in a bit here.
This game is like a broken record. Like, same stuff all over again. Still 1,600 here in the main for Romantic. 4,400 here. Let's take a look at the total gold. 5,000 gold advantage for Romantic. still can't do anything. And in StarCraft 2, a foreigner just won the Casper Cup. Incredible. Against all the Koreans.
Which foreigner?
Neep.
Neeb. Like he's in Korea and playing with them offline.
Yeah. And he
Wow.
crushed them all. Like 4-0 in the final.
What? That is like unprecedented, right?
Yeah. That has never happened before.
Holy shit. Toby Wan would be going crazy. This has never happened in the history of StarCraft.
Okay, now here's the fight. Archmage losing half of his HP. There's one bear still being stunned, cannot move into master form, but at the same time now he's approaching the main, and all the Moonwells will be gone. The heroes are suffering though, Mountain King being staffed out. But how can you deal with 3-2 tanks? There's just no way.
A player's forces are under
He has the gold mine though.
Choo choo. He's moving over. Is Romantic gonna commit to this? Or does he send him back? Where's the Breath of Fire? You're full mana, bro. You're full mana. Literally all of it. All of it is up in your business. Finally, there we go.
There we go. The Engines of War are kind of out of position. He wants to get rid of the production using the town portal now. Gets the Engine of War and level 2 on the Paladin. Well done. And yeah, what can he do now? Mass glaive throwers?
I don't know, man. 2,000 gold. More than 2,000 gold for Romantic.
Oh, and he's going into Griffins.
a player's forces are under attack.
That's neat.
Should be very effective. Only Ancients of Wars and pandas. Bears, basically.
Plus the 4 tanks, they can get rid of the whatever Engines of War, and the Griffins take care of the bears.
But he's banking. Romantic keeps on banking. We don't want to rush this. This is
No.
a big.
We have all the time.
This is a big game, Neo. Okay, there's a lot on the line
Stakes,
here.
the stakes are high. I know.
Let's not be too hasty, okay? We all gotta calm down and take this slow now. When does your work start?
Usually at 5, but I wanted to get there a bit earlier to catch up with stuff. That doesn't happen.
How could you with such an exciting game? I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
Something funny is gonna happen. I hope. There's always hope when there's romantic in a game.
I mean, tanks always provide for fun games, so I think so too. Oh shit, he's going into upkeep, dude.
Wow.
He's seriously going into upkeep with actual units. Actual fighting units. Holy crap.
2 Griffins, 4 Griffins it's gonna be, and I think that should be enough, right? What's the anti-air? It's 2 Dryads.
A town is under siege.
So, what else is on in your life, Remo? It's not so much changed since 2 hours ago, right?
Not really, no.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about the goddamn kebab guy and how he ripped me off.
I read an
Can't
article-
believe it. Like taking such advantage, like out of someone who's
Yeah,
just-
and you tell me the world is not
Right.
bad. When even the kebab guy betrays you.
who's usually my best friend.
Who's usually your best friend in life. I read a nice article that like Japan has some problems with the smell of the sewers.
Forces are under attack.
So they found something like it's like a deodorant for sewers. So if you use that, I don't know what it is, like liquid stuff or something, the sewers smell like chocolate. So now the big cities in Japan, they're all gonna smell like chocolate.
So Wait, to eat that stuff?
No, you don't
And
eat stuff from the sewers. Are you mad?
No, you said the deodorant. Wait a
Wait,
minute.
let's take a look at the base and then discuss it. There's Drunken Haze and the Griffin, so it actually makes sense now. Level 4, the tanks are rolling over the Moonworlds once again. The Engines of War are still on, but what's it worth if there's Griffins in the air? He has to take them out. The Warden level 7 gets staffed out. But the Griffins are the key to victory here, I think. Moonworlds all gone except one. Warden needs another Storm Warden. Instead he blinks in. Oh, okay, no mana on the Mountain King. Gonna be in 5 though.
The tanks are escaping here. Only 4 of them left alive, but the Moonworlds, as you said, most of them have been gotten rid of. And the Griffin's still up in the air. Next Fan of Knives, though. Much damage coming onto them. Now the MK might be in trouble. Is their staff? It's on cooldown, but the Holy Light will be there. Is it gonna be enough, though? He's gonna bolt the Warden to keep her at bay. And does get away alive. Okay.
The bears are taking care of the tanks. So, they found, I don't know, some chemical stuff, whatever, and they put it in the sewers.
They pour that stuff into the sewers.
Yeah. And then everything
Okay.
smells like chocolate.
Okay.
Crazy, right? The technology nowadays. Insane.
You think homeless people are gonna start moving into the sewers now because it smells nice?
I think, yeah, why not?
That can't be good for their health, though.
Oh yeah, because homeless people caring so much about health.
Well,
They just drink.
how would
They just drink so much alcohol to get rid of all the bacteria. You know, it's not to feel better. They are all taking care about their health.
probably? You know, they're very careful people.
Sure. So yeah, that is what I learned in the past 2 hours.
I learned
A player's forces
that
are
China has very, very funny rules of advancing.
Yep, that's true.
There's no wisps in the gold mine, by the way. Only now. Ah, they mass-produced moonwells. Okay. Alright, what's happening here? We have no more tanks in production, by the way, at the moment. And we only have 3 left. Or do we have more somewhere else? I don't think so. Griffins are starting to take out these Ancients of War. And with them being gone, maybe we're gonna see some tanks coming in again.
Basically, he only has to care about the Dryads and take them out. Yes, by the way, 800 gold in the main gold mine. And the expansion here is coming up, so you can never contest this. Don't they have anything better to do? Like, there's nothing on the line. If that would be about money or anything, but it's just about pride and honor. And they are... Ah!
Oh, it's over!
Nice!
Oh, yes! Oh, what an exciting game. Replay of the year right there. Awesome. And that was our last game for today. Romantic wins 2-1. And he's in the playoffs. Along with Colorful and Yumiko and TH. And those will be played out tomorrow, where yours will be joining Neo, which is going to be really cool to have him back again. And that's it for us today.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Yumiko versus Colorful, TH versus Romantic, the semifinals of the last WCA qualifier here. Yeah, thank you all for watching and sticking with us. It wasn't the best games of all time today. So, yeah. But tomorrow it's gonna be better, and tomorrow we're gonna have the...
We have new subs, by the way. Don't forget the new subs. We got Miss Stogan 195 and Apfel mit Birne. Thank you guys for subscribing. The sub train doesn't stop, keeps on rolling. So much support, guys. Gotta say it again. It's amazing. Today was really clowny. Like, really clowny. But still, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And yeah, we're still casting in the coming days. Neo, what is happening?
Tomorrow we're gonna find the 7th out of 10 players for the WCA Grand Final, and that is one of the 4. We start at 8, and then we have 4 games for you, 2 semifinals, game for 3rd, and the big Grand Final as a best of 5. Of course, there's $15,000 on the line, so everything